Hello, Dominant Heron. I'm Croix. In today's Raid Shadow Legends video, I'm going to be pulling Sacred Shards for the Strategos Islin Champion Chase. So, if we pull up, not Excel, we want Chrome. So if we look up here, we had predicted that it was going to be a 2x void. But like I had said in the Fusion Guide, that it was possible since we had that strange 2x a day on a previous weekend that they could reset or do something weird, and that's what they ended up doing. So instead of this being 2x voids, it is instead a 2x sacreds. So that's going to be a bummer for some people who are light on sacreds and had instead been hoarding their void shards for this occasion. I would have. I was looking forward to pulling some voids because they've been stacking up quite nicely recently. But if we move me out of the way, I also have a good sizable amount of sacred shards piled up since I looked back and in both September and August, I only pulled 2 and 3, and July was the last time I had pulled a decent amount, which was 16 at the time. So pulling an average gain over those, last few months, it was around like 12 or 13. They've certainly piled up. So, I mean, it would have been nice to pull 2x voids and then get a guaranteed on the sacreds, but this is the hand we've been dealt, so I'm going to be doing sacreds for this instead of the voids. Pop back up here. Alright, so yeah, if we look into the tournaments, Champion Chase, I've collected 144 points so far, running campaign and getting champions out of the market. I'm going to be maxing out this event. Like I do quite a few events that I take place in for the champion chase at least. Summon and rush events, I usually stop at this first set of fragments, but champion chases I like to go above since we get this extra influx of points from other sources. And you can also pull past fragments, so I just find them easier and more effective to max out. So I'm going to be doing that. We see the person in first place right now is at 43.66, but we still got a day and 6 hours left. The recent Soul Chase ended up placing second in that. I was in first place for quite a while with a little over 1,500 points, and I think it was in like it must have been in the last couple of hours. The person who ended up winning ended up having like, I don't know, 2,000 points or so. So a lot can happen in the interim. So just gonna be doing the 5,500 points and stopping, because like I said in other videos, I like to max it out and then stop so that I can max out more events instead of going past the diminishing returns. All right, and let's pull up counter. That's the wrong page. There we go. So I've got the champion chase points I've already garnered right there. We'll go into the portal. Got 54. I really like the background change to match the shard that you're pulling now. It's pretty cool. I've already waffled on quite a bit, so maybe I'll talk about primals a different time, but I am recording, so yeah, let's go ahead and start and hope for something good. Saw Odd One pull like 3 legendaries out of a little over 10 shards, so hopefully we can have this maybe not that as good luck, not good as luck as that, but decent pull rate. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, Harima's huge. Huge. Oh, she's so good. I hate fighting her in live arena, and I just avoid her everywhere else for PvP. Oh, she's so good. I mean, as a defense nuker with the demon spawn uh, passive, and then activating her celestial awe if she kills an enemy with this purgative punishment. So good. She's so good. Oh man, I was wondering who was gonna 6-star next. For sure, for sure it's gonna be Harima. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that was quick. So 52. Ooh, 52. Oh no. There. All right. So ended up with 8. So pretty good. Didn't have to go into mercy. Let me tally up a -2 here. Equals. Cool. All right. And then we'll just reset this sucker and go back to 52. All right. All right. Up to 894 points. Ah, I love that pull. That is so great. I've really been uh, trying to get towards Vermont too, and I'm currently on 200 silver keys, and then is it the next one? No, the next one is I think it's Dark Elves stage 21, and then it's the Reach Gold one in 3v3, which is a pain. I think I'm trying to push up into Silver 4 at the moment. I just got a 5-star Sulfur Rector Drath in this recent Soul Chase. So, I mean, I already have one build, but Rain Beast. Alright. Oh, she is new. But the lack of 100% on this block buffs is a real bummer. I mean, Ugo does it with a decreased defense as well on 100%. So this is just a bit lackluster. If you don't have anything else, then she could be good, which is like the main reason I had built a Deliana was at the time I didn't have anybody doing block block buffs on 100%. But, you know, I've gotten a lot better champions since then. I don't foresee using her at all because right now my block buffs for Hydra I use Ugo obviously, and then I've got what is her name? Contra the Cyclone. I love Contra. She's so good. It's not, you know, hers isn't 100%, but she just puts out so many debuffs. Other than that, plus the provoke with 5 debuffs or more, and then I've got her in what is it called? That the one that decreases the turn meter, or not the turn meter, the cooldown. Anyway, did I put her 250 down there? Let's see, we've got 47. Starting so 7. Yeah, okay. Onward. Oh, and what we get? Oh, okay. He's a duplicate. And that's actually going to be my 3rd spot in Faction Guardians, because I've gotten a duplicate cell and then 2 Altons, which hopefully he'll get buffed and be useful. But I think Alsgor is pretty good. You gotta love a full block team block damage, and you know, if you can remove buffs off of enemies, removing 2 random buffs, but if you're going against PvE, 2 random buffs is all the time is all the buffs. So, and plus continuous heal, I just think he has a good deal of. Plus, if you didn't have Hellcath and you pulled him, he could be good for your if you didn't have a full block damage team with, you know, like resets and whatnot, hit this decreased speed could be pretty useful in Iron Twins, but I've got Hellcath, 3 Painkeepers, and a Geomancer now. Yay! I actually did those runs today because Void Tower or the Void rotation. Onward. I was going to say I've got a new standing desk slash it can also lower to seated as well. So really enjoying it so far. If you notice a little bit of a higher elevation, that is why. Let's go. Hey, that's a dupe Nishak? I mean, that's not terrible. I'll take it. Why not? And I think he's my first Skinwalkers, I'm pretty sure, for Faction Guardians. Superb. So that was just another 3. Dude, I'm getting great rates. This is fantastic. That's 3 and 11. You can't complain about that. I mean, you could, but it'd be a little silly. All right, let's continue on. I don't think I should complain about all that. That's fantastic. I feel like it's been a while since I've pulled Sacred Shards specifically. Yannicka. Oh, that's a bummer. Because I haven't pulled my Fragment Yannicka yet. And I would have done for CVC if I needed, you know, as actually 30,000 points. I mean, 4 and 13? Who am I? Odd one? Jeez. I mean, let's go. I'm only 1,000 away. Let's see. I mean, I guess I'll keep pulling, but dang. All right. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Fodbar. He he was one of my first dwarves that I built out to take down the faction and also the secret rooms. I really think his kit is pretty good. And the Degrees defense is on a 4 turn, but this stealing 2 random buffs, and if they have no active buffs after that, putting the stun on there at 100%, I think that's pretty good. Plus the 3 times. I mean, that's not terrible for Fire Knight. I mean, there's obviously better champs, but for progression's sake, if you're not there yet. All right, so we pulled 14. All right, continuing on. Oathbound. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a real good champ. I've got one at 50, and he's still in my faction wars. I think I might still use him in the secret rooms as well. All right, Dur. I built her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows if this monster is even gendered, but I've called her for so long because I think I heard someone say that they reminded her of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, so that's just stuck in my mind. But they were my first reviver because I didn't have any revivers before that fusion took place, and I wasn't in a place to complete fusions yet, so I took a copy of her, and was Scabrius in the same one, I think? And then I think Demitha might have been in that fusion too, and I wanted to get that champion, but I couldn't take place. I think it was the summoning events that Demitha was mainly involved in, but yeah, Dur was fantastic for me for quite a while. I don't use them anywhere now though. All right, I think that might be it. I think he might be new. Yeah, that puts me at about 5,400. I'll do the rest champion chase and marketplace and finish it out with mysteries. But I mean, dang, I cannot complain that those rates, dang, I've never had that good of luck. That's gnarly. That's amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So ended up pulling what, 17? Yeah, that tracks. All right. But yeah, so 17, I mean that's 3 over my average monthly haul, but since I had stacked up to 54, I figured it was fine just pulling until I got to the, or at least close to the mark on maxing out. And if we go in here, there we go, yeah, 53.94. Cool, cool, cool. And in first place, but I never really bother looking at this until it's over, because I don't know. I feel like looking at it makes you want to compete, and as free to play, I don't think there's a point to it unless unless you're in first place and then someone tries to snipe you by 1 point. But that's not how whales and krakens roll. They like to beat people by factorials. So, all right, so that's the end of the shard pulling. So let's go into the index and look at the new champions I was able to get. Yannicka is new-ish. I've got the fragments for her. I've been saving her. Uh, Now her fragments are gonna be pulled instead of CVC. They're gonna be pulled to her champion chase, I'm pretty sure. And then Ilsinia is new. And then who else? Yeah, so Nishak is my first duplicate in this faction. Oh, I didn't have a Rain Beast before. Look at that. And then Shadowkin Harima. Let's go. I forgot I pulled Harima. You just pull so many legendaries on these 2x sacreds. I mean, everyone does it, right? Did you just forget who you pulled earlier in the video after ranting about other things? But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Consider doing the YouTube things. Have a great day. Cheers. The video is over. This is the end screen. You can go now. Bye.